Good afternoon, traders, and welcome to the Hot Stocks Outlook for July 1st, 2016. Now, this past week has been a very exciting week throughout the equity markets. We got the Brexit vote, and then a lot of volatility was seen really coming into a lot of these equity markets. So it's been a really great time to be a stock trader. Now, what I want to demonstrate in this video, though, is really this approach and this process that traders can adopt to really help them understand, hey, how can I make sure that I'm positioned in the market before all of this volatility starts to come in and markets really start making aggressive moves and therefore really presenting some really great opportunities for traders. So we see here in JM Smucker, we had a really nice rally from about 129, 130 all the way up to about 152 most recently. So this has been about an 18% move to the upside, about $23 per share over a short period of time. And we see some really nice short-term rallies in the market just the past few days, about $6 a share being tacked on to the stock price. But what I should do is really explain what these indicators here on the chart are and what really draw our attention to an opportunity like JM Smucker here. Now, if you look on the chart, you see that I have a blue line and a black line. I'll explain all of that. And also there's what's called a neural index. This indicator goes from a 1 to a 0 and forecasts short-term strength or weakness in the market. Now, before any of these indicators that you see on this particular chart are plotted, this software is actually doing a type of intermarket analysis. It's analyzing 25 to 30 of the most closely related markets that are known to affect and drive JM Smucker Corporation here. So if I go into my market tree here, I can actually open up SJM symbol. You can see JM Smucker here, open up this properties tab. And what I'm viewing here are actually it's 25 to 30 of the most closely related markets, which as utilizing a type of artificial intelligence referred to as neural networks, they're able to scan through literally thousands of markets, find those important market relationships, those positive correlations, negative correlations, leads and lags, analyze those relationships, and then incorporate all of this very important data into predictive indicators. And what we use is these predictive indicators to help anticipate price movements in the market so that we can make better trading decisions. So what we have here on the chart is you see we have that blue line and the black line. Now, the black line that you see there, that's a regular moving average, or an SMA, simple moving average. It just plots forward, the past 10 closing prices, averages them together and keeps moving forward. It's what we call a lagging indicator, right? Because it's only going to react to where prices have already been, what's already occurred in the market. So that's completely digested, known information from the market. Now, the blue line though that you see on the chart there, that is VantagePoint's proprietary predicted moving average. So that line is generated, that value is generated by weighing all of those global market relationships. Again, those leads, those lags, those positive and negative correlations, and tries to actually plot the moving average 2 days ahead of time. So it's actually predicting where the moving average is expected to go. So whenever we see opportunities where we have a crossover of these two values, so that blue line crosses above or below the black line, it represents a trend change in the market. And that's what makes traders aware that, okay, well, around 129, 130 a share here in JM Smucker, that's where you really want to go ahead and be paying attention to this market. That's what's really going to improve your timing, is understanding that that trend change just happened. That's where I should go ahead and devote my trading capital. Now, this other indicator that you see on the bottom here, this is called the predicted neural index. Now, this indicator can either be a 1 or a 0. So it's yes or no, right or wrong, very simple. And it's a very extremely accurate short-term indicator. And it's looking out 2 trading days ahead. So these are all daily bars and candles that you see here on the screen. And this indicator is always looking 48 hours ahead. So essentially 2 candles ahead, indicating very short-term strength or weakness in the market. So that's what can help indicate to traders, hey, should I be buying in the market over the next couple of days, or should I be getting defensive, tightening stops and really looking to maybe go ahead and sell my position or get out of the way. Now, you'll see in this example, there's a couple of really important parts of the chart that we want to pay attention to. One being the separation between this blue and the black line. So if there's a lot of distance between the blue and the black line, it's indicating that there's a lot of strength in that trend. The other thing that we want to pay attention to is how this neural index reacts over the course of the trade. And so there's a couple things that I really want to point out to you guys and help you understand is that we see we'd gotten this crossover to the upside, and when that crossover came through, you'll see that the neural index was also positive. And so that's another thing that we look for, really getting that confirmation that over the next couple days, over the short term, you've got that expectation, and also there's been a recent trend change to support taking advantage of that possible opportunity in the market. But what you're going to notice is that the blue line and the black line still remain separated, blue line above black line indicating direction up, but our neural index dropped down to a 0 briefly here. And so what that's indicating is, hey, look, the direction is still up. Hold on to your position, but there may be some weakness over the next 2 trading days. And you see, not really much happens, and you actually do get the market pushing a little bit lower, hitting those low values there. Again, you'll see after the trading day here, neural index comes back to a 0. And again, saying, look, the trend is still very strong here, right? Blue line way over the black line, so that prediction essentially still saying, look, prediction value much higher, hold on to this market to the long side, but you may experience some short-term weakness over the next 48-hour period. And see, sure enough, some sideways action in the market, market's pulling back, but once that neural index comes back up to a 1, market again starts moving higher again. Again, a little brief move back in the neural index, but again, quickly moves up to a 1 and getting this really nice rally over the past few days. And so this is how, regardless of your trading style, whether you want to look for these long-term positions, whether you trade options, whether you're a shorter-term day trader and looking to take some short-term profits, it really doesn't matter. What matters is that you have a tool that's consistent and accurate at really presenting and performing that analysis for you so that you can make intelligent, wise, good trading decisions. So really great opportunity there in JM Smucker. But let's look at a few of these other opportunities and really demonstrate how this approach works and really the concepts behind it, and how it makes you very adaptive to changing market conditions here. So I'll go ahead and close this market tree. We can expand the charts a little bit, but here we have Micron Technology, right? So a technology stock, very different from our JM Smucker making jellies and jams, I guess. But Micron Technology here, I want to point out a few things because there's been some really phenomenal rallies here in the market. We see we've gotten a nice crossover to the upside on the chart right about here. You see crossover to the upside, just like that last example, directional change, and also neural index up at a 1, signaling now's the time where we really want to pay attention to this market. And this being down at about $10, $10.20 per share when that signal came through for us. And so we see that there's just a phenomenal rally here in the market. I mean, the market just over, the subsequent trading days there, market rallies up about 31% in just the next trading days, next 10 trading days. And you'll see that once that neural index goes negative there, we then see that weakness set into the market. But certainly a great opportunity to catch this, at least about 25% move to the upside, telling you, hey, go ahead, stand aside from the market over this period of time. We're going to get that weakness over those subsequent trading days, but everything again lining up and saying, now's the time to go ahead, get long again the market Micron Technology. Over the past couple weeks, you see about an 8% rally since that last crossover to the upside. But a couple things I want to point out on this chart, and what can really make the difference between really getting confused in the market. So knowing when you want to hold on to a position, when you just want to go ahead and wait and make sure you get that confirmation, get a clear signal from the tools that you're using here. So you see we'd gotten this crossover to the downside here in Micron, and the market was moving lower. But this is very, very important here, is, a lot of tools will get tripped up. You see how the blue and the black line get very, very close here. You got a little bit of rally pulling things a little bit higher there. But you see you never get a crossover between that blue and the black line. Additionally, you're getting a ton of weakness from the neural index over that time period there, saying, hold off, wait until you get that clear signal where not only the direction, the predicted moving average has made that cross, but also that neural index is confirming. And that's really the time when you can get into the market, be pretty aggressive with your position, get a good size on the position, and really, give yourself the opportunity to capture the entirety of this move. So I know there was a little bit of sideways action where, you could have gotten out of the market here, taken some profit, try to get a better price. But since that original crossover all the way back in May there, about a 38% move higher. So, this stock would have never moved against you is really what I'm trying to get at. So you could take half your position off, maybe some of it, trail your stops up, add back in and start trading that trend higher again. So Next opportunity here, because things change in the market, and it's so important to have a process that's going to get you adapting to what's really happening in the market. What are the expectations for the market currently? So we see Chipotle Mexican Grill here, and again, just really honing in on these concepts of getting these clear indications from the software. So telling us, look, at about $4.45, $4.50 a share in Chipotle, time to go ahead and get short. A lot of weakness from the neural index, crossovers clearly to the downside. And you see that since that opportunity came through, markets certainly did go aggressively lower, about a 10% move lower. So great options market to trade there. So about 17 trading days, 10% move lower, about $45 per share. But you see recently things have reversed. So what it's telling you is, look, had you taken those short positions, things have changed. Look to go ahead and actually look to possibly get long the market here, and you'll see what's happening. This blue line still above the black line, neural index up at a 1, and definitely a good time to go ahead and take some profit on those shorts, seeing some strength over the past few days here. So that short-term forecasting really letting you know, hey, what should you expect over this time period in this trading? So last opportunity here, and we'll go ahead and wrap things up. But here, just an absolutely fabulous opportunity here in Hershey. And the whole point that I really want to stress here is, what is the process that's getting you into these positions so that you can ride these longer term trends? And so when that volatility comes into the market, you're already in position making money. So here in Hershey Corporation, we had a really nice crossover, very, very clear here of crossover to the upside. That's where we want to pay attention. It's bound here at $92, $94 a share. Neural index strongly up at a 1 over this entire time period. And again, these tools performing very, very well, keeping you on the right side of the market. You see our blue line, black line never crosses below, but also the neural index indicating, look, short-term weakness over the next couple of days, getting that sideways action, but the direction is to the upside. You see most recently, right before this moves higher, neural index coming up saying, look, you want to be long Hershey Corporation. Look to go ahead and hold out for that longer term move higher. Don't go ahead and sell. So just a few really nice opportunities in the market. Just this one example alone here in Hershey. We're going to have to see how this trade's moving forward, but moves up about 22% over the past 23 trading days. Obviously, a lot of that just yesterday, moving up to about 118 a share. But that's the whole point, is having a process that gets you into your position and it really helps you understand, hey, during these times of volatility, should I be holding on to my position, or should I be adjusting things and really adapting to the market? So again, this has been the Hot Stocks Outlook for July 1st, 2016. Happy trading to all you folks out there. Thanks for watching, and bye for now.